Hi guys, Daz here with another episode of my weekly Newsround series, and this time it is episode 7. Be warned, there will be spoilers, but if you want to know what's hot and current, stay tuned. Now, I'm not going to be including a lot of info that have been appearing in my hot comic book alerts. I want you to check them out. But besides that, I've still got a ton of news because you deserve the news. News waits for no man. Okay, up first, we got Tom Hiddleston has confirmed his return as Loki. He recently tweeted, Loki, more stories to tell, more mischief to make, more to come. That's exciting. What do you think about this upcoming live action, a series of series is really from the Disney streaming service? Of course, we are getting the Loki series. We're also getting a Captain America, two people who might be the new Captain America. We're getting Winter Soldier and Falcon teaming up for a series. And we're also getting a Scarlet Witch series that is going to involve Vision. I'm very excited. Now, the CW has just released a first image of Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch together as Superman and Lois Lane for its upcoming Elseworlds DC crossover. I am excited for this. This is the first image we've got, guys. Look at that. That's the two of them, Supes and Lois Lane. That is her first image of Lois Lane. Been waiting a long time to get Lois. We've had a lot of the others. Of course, we're getting Lex Luthor soon in Supergirl. But that should be great. Now, there's a live-action Mandalorian series coming from Star Wars, as we know, but they've just announced a second live-action series, which is really exciting because this was a character I enjoyed. In fact, to me, it's the best Star Wars film of the latest batch. There is going to be a live-action Star Wars Cassian Andor. He was a prince, wasn't he? If you remember, he was right at the end of Rogue One. He was on the beach with the main female character. Like I say, they're going to make a prequel series starring Cassian Andor. And obviously Diego Luna, the actor, will reprise his role. And I think K2OSO is going to be included as well. So that's quite exciting. A big Rogue One fan. I thought it was fantastic. Avengers 4. Yeah, that's the film we're all anticipating with bated breath. That is going to be thrilling. It's going to have a 3-hour runtime by all accounts, which will make it Marvel's longest movie. Well, Infinity War was long, but didn't you enjoy every minute? Avengers 4 is going to be great. Yeah. Interesting to see where it goes from after Infinity War. Jeremy Irons will be playing Ozymandias in HBO's Watchmen series. But he's going to be playing an older version by all accounts. And the Legion's actress Jean Smart has joined the show in a role with possible connections to the comedian. Now, this basically ties in with the fact that a statement from Damien Lindelof, the showrunner, is basically saying that the Watchmen series will take place decades after the original comic series. I can't wait to see that. Don't you think that? Well, for me, the Watchmen film is so underrated. One of the best films of the superhero genre. Fantastic. That was a long film. Kingsman star Taron Egerton, who was just recently he's playing Elton John, isn't he? He just play a good spectacled character. I thought he was great as Eddie the Eagle Edwards as well. But he has confirmed he will not be returning for the upcoming untitled second sequel to the Kingsman. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Kingsman without him. But that doesn't mean to say Eggsy won't be out again, because he has said that he will be returning at a later date. Now, the next Kingsman film is slated to appear on November the 8th, 2019. There's been a bit of an auction there is going to be a bit of an auction at the Prop Store on November the 26th till December the 1st. And including that, Adam West's Bat Shield is going to be there from 1966 to 1968. That is estimated to go for between 400 and 600,000. We have also getting Frank Gershwin's, is it Riddler's Green Jacket, 100,000 to 150,000. Also, we're getting Howard Stern's Fartman costume. Probably can't get rid of that for pennies, but there we go. Now, like I said about the Mandalorian series, the Industrial Light and Magic have opened a TV division starting with The Mandalorian and Sci-Fi's Krypton. I can't wait for these live-action Star Wars shows. Early reviews of the She-Ra, the Princess of Power series premiere have surfaced, and it says a great balance of comedy, action, and character work that will allow kids and adults alike to find something with this series. And it looks a bit too child-friendly for me, but my daughter's stoked for it. She likes the animated style, so we'll see where that goes. Now, Marvel Studios concept artist Andy Parker has revealed a keyframe that shows that Wasp was originally going to appear in Captain America Civil War. And if you can see here, this is the concept art. See? There she was, going to be appearing in Civil War. I don't know, I like the Wasp character, don't get me wrong. But Ant-Man and the Wasp was, for me, possibly the weakest MCU film for the last 4 or 5 years. Iron Man 2 was pretty lame. I thought Thor Dark World, the first time I saw it, was pretty poor, but I rewatched it recently and that was better than I thought. But yeah, they just tried to rehash too many of the original, because I like the first Ant-Man, but they tried to rehash too much of it. Now, Rey's home in The Force Awakens, she was by that crashed Star Destroyer, wasn't she, out in Jakku's sands? Well, it was meant to be, apparently it was going to be different in the original concept, according to artist Doug Chiang. And I've got an image here. And this shows that Rey was in fact going to be situated in an AT-AT walker that was hanging from inside the Star Destroyer. She was going to be based in there. That's pretty cool, I thought. Now, there's mixed things about Venom at the moment, isn't there? Some people like it, some people don't like it. I liked it. It's not the best. It was about 7.5 out of 10 for me. But I'm excited. It was a good opener. Well, it has just earned 111 million in its record opening weekend in China. And that's pushed it past 673 million worldwide. I've said this before. They are expecting it to surpass Spider-Man movies, which I'm very surprised at, but there it is. Now, Captain America, his original entrance in the Avengers Infinity War was supposedly going to be very different at this. He had that big entrance in like the subway, wasn't it? As a train goes past and he stood there. I thought that was brilliant. He was underused though, I thought, in Infinity War. I'm expecting big things in Avengers 4. Quite possibly his death. But like I say, he was originally going to turn up with the rest of the, with Falcon and Black Widow. And they were going to be, it was going to be like a Christmas scene by all accounts with Santa. Yeah, so in a gigantic crowd, they were searching for Vision and Scarlet Witch, and it involved Santa, so I don't think that would have had quite the same impact. Now, I recently watched Death of Superman, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Now, DC are struggling a little bit, aren't they, with their live action, but animated, they have nailed it. They are smashing Marvel. I saw Death of Superman recently. Well, we're getting another one soon, which is Reign of Superman. And great news, they are going to be receiving a theatrical 2-day release, double feature. And that is going to take place on January the 13th and January the 14th. So you're going to get Death of Superman, followed by Reign of Superman, which is fantastic because the Reign of Superman, that is going to be its debut because it doesn't make DVD and Blu-ray till January the 15th, the day after. So look out for that, guys. I shall be going to see that, hopefully, in the UK. Kelly Pippa has been cast as Mrs. Mulwray in the CW's Riverdale. The actress talk show host has announced Mrs. Mulwray is going to be the mistress of Harlem Lodge, who is played in the show by her husband, Mark Consulis. So, yeah. So if you're an actress and suddenly you're teamed up with your husband, I suppose. Good introduction to the show. Now, more Swamp Thing news. That the main character has been cast this week. I didn't include it in my hot book alerts because not everybody can go out and get a House of Secrets book, can they? But It Chapter 2 actor Andy Bean will portray Alec Holland, while Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Derek Mean will play Swamp Thing. I think Derek Mean appeared in Flash recently. Alec Holland is a biologist who is caught in the crosshairs of a small-town nightmare when he discovers a bizarre local illness may be connected to his work in the swamp. Yeah, Will Patton got cast recently. He's a great actor. Excited for Swamp Thing. I'd like to know your thoughts on that, if possible. Mad Men's James Wolfe has been cast in a major recurring role in HBO's Watchmen. A bit more Watchmen news. The one-time Bob Benson will reportedly play an as-yet unnamed junior senator from Oklahoma. Now, Harrison Ford was interviewed recently on the red carpet, and he was asked about Chris Pratt joining the Indiana Jones franchise. Well, basically, Harrison Ford came out and said, "Yeah, we've got a great script, and it's Chris Pratt or me." So, take it as it is. It looks very unlikely that Chris Pratt will be in Indiana Jones. I know Harrison Ford's getting on a bit, but he's still Indy for me. A bit of sad news. Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson announced that he lost his home in the Wilson fire sweeping across Ventura and Los Angeles counties. You guys across the pond, you get it rough with your weather, don't you? And natural disasters and things. We don't tend to get that over here. John Boyega and Letitia Wright, who was obviously Shuri from Black Panther, are to star in an adaptation of the romantic sci-fi novel Hold Back the Stars. I think John Boyega is a pretty good actor. Last time I saw him really was obviously The Last Jedi, and before that Pacific Rim 2. Wasn't as good as the first Pacific Rim, but it was okay. But I'd like to see John Boyega as Blade. I reckon he'd make a cracking Blade. Iron Fist's Jessica Henwick, who plays Colleen Wing, well, used to play Colleen Wing, with it being cancelled now, I'm sad, has joined the cast for Godzilla vs. King Kong. Can't wait for that. I like giant creature films. I like Kong Skull Island, probably better than the Godzilla film, but we'll see where that goes. Grinch has opened just this weekend, I believe, and it is expected to have poured in 62 million. Benedict Cumberbatch, one of UK's greatest. Spider-Man. Of course, we're getting into the Spider-Verse animated film at the end of the year. Buzzing about that. There's been a fantastic poster coming out with the ensemble cast of all the Spideys. Look at this, guys. This is coming on December the 12th. Look at this. Look at that guy. And who am I most excited about? This guy here. Spider-Man Noir. Because I have the first appearance of Spider-Man Noir. Eventually, I hope to get all of those characters. Now, news about Alf. There was meant to be an Alf reboot, wasn't there? But that's not happening anymore, by all accounts, because there aren't any networks interested. Bit of a shame. I remember growing up with Alf. He was a good character, wasn't he? Didn't he eat cats or like to eat cats? Oh, I can't remember. good to see this news. John Barrowman, who played Malcolm Merlin, he may be returning. You know what they say, they never stay dead, do they? I thought it was a bit of a lame ending for Malcolm Merlin in Arrow. Yeah, he was a brilliant villain. Season 1 villain of Arrow. He was fantastic. And of course, he went on to work for Ra's al Ghul, basically, didn't he? I want to see him back. I've met the guy, got his autograph. Good guy. Now, Jamie Alexander, who plays Lady Sif. Interesting. She has just posted an image on Twitter about Lady Sif. Now, this has fueled speculation that she will be returning for the Loki live-action series. I would like to see that. Now, I thought I read somewhere where she was supposedly killed off when Thanos clicked his fingers. But, no. Looks like she'd be back. Does this mean, though, that Loki is still alive? I've said this before. It would kind of cheapen Thanos' power for me. I know that Gamora's, by all accounts, coming back because I read somewhere that she is returning for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which is at the moment on indefinite hold. But yeah, she's going to be back by all accounts. Here's a bit of fun news. Of course, Creed comes out on the 21st. I am buzzing for Creed 2. Talking of Creed, Carl Weathers, you know, the old Legend Apollo. Now, apparently, I've read somewhere where they're making a scene with a flashback with him and Rocky. That would be so cool. Well, Carl Weathers has just been cast, I believe, and joined the Mandalorian Star Wars live-action show. That's a bit of a left field casting for me, Carl Weathers. But he's not. He's been around sci-fi before. Of course, he was in Predator. Everyone loves Predator, don't they? So it'd be great to see Carl Weathers back. Apparently, he doesn't get on with Sylvester Stallone much anymore, so I'm surprised that they talked up a flashback sequence. Talking of them fires, Westworld sets were destroyed by the California wildfires. I've not yet seen Westworld. I think my brother-in-law's been watching it, and he says it's a pretty good show. Remember the original movie with Yul Brynner? Yeah. Now, Michelle Yeoh's Emperor Georgia is in talks for Star Trek Discovery spin-off. I've got through about half of Star Trek Discovery Season 1. It's okay. Of course, we're getting Spock. Spock's coming into Season 2 as well, isn't he? Yeah, just been cast, so I might return to that. Simpsons Duff Beer is coming. Just came to an LA brewery this past weekend for one day only. So if you were in LA, you could drink Duff Beer. Pretty cool. Bit more comic news. John Roger, the president of Comic Con International in San Diego, has passed away sadly this past Saturday from brain cancer. Oh, it's about time they got a proper cure for cancer, isn't it? There is a manga comic coming about a card game, Magic the Gathering. I don't know, do any of you guys play card games? My daughter is pretty much into the Pokemon cards. I used to take her along to like these little tournaments. And Magic the Gathering was so expensive to play by all accounts. Nearly wrapping it up now, guys. DC is to release Watchmen and other classic comics under the Black Label imprint. So, yeah, what are you thinking about this Black Label imprint? I'm kind of digging it, but I don't like the expense that comes with it. I've got to be honest. Don't like the expense. There has been a new Bumblebee poster. It's pretty good looking. John Cena's in it, isn't he? I don't know. But I'm a bit more excited about this than I was the previous Transformers films. This is the Bumblebee poster. John Cena, look. Apparently they're showing off a lot more classic Transformers. And finally, Chorok, the dinosaur hunter is. There's a new series coming from Dynamite Comics, by all accounts, and there is going to be a new dinosaur hunter, I believe. So look out for that. I think we're there, guys. Had a ton to get through. As always, takes me an eternity to write it all out, but we got there. That's a wrap. Stay tuned for Dazzie's top 10 hot comic books of the week. That is quite a well-received little series. I'm at 499 subscriptions. Unbelievable. One away from the big 500. Never in a million years did I think I'd do that. Thanks to everyone. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I'll see you later on today with the top 10. Bye for now.